loved ones, welcome to a new video. Today's video is about the ego, being selfish. In this world, we see a lot of selfish people. I have been selfish, and the world is led by selfish people. When you see things the way you want to see it, and in a way of putting your own needs first, then you are busy with greed. And let me explain. Get to know yourself better. People are, busy with living a lifestyle where they have to chase money in order to live. I understand that completely. But the time that you have left when you are not working, what on earth are you doing? Are you picking up a book or thinking about life? How did this happen? How is this? How is that? How does my body work? Who am I? Etc. Your whole purpose of life. Are you busy with that? That's the question. I wasn't busy with that myself for a while, but we all have that mentor, someone who gives us the aha moment, or experience where you uplift yourself, you uplift your consciousness, you raise your consciousness up in a way of you start thinking about life and how everything is going on and happening to you. So where do we stand? Where do you stand in life? I know for a fact, when I speak of myself, I have conversations where I ask myself, like, how did this happen? And what is life really about? What is the purpose of life? What are we doing on this earth? Are we only chasing money? Because if we are here to only chase money, where are we going to bring that money when we die? That's something I want to know. Yeah, you are making money to leave for your kids, to leave for your family, but that money is not going to hold you up high in a way of how do I say that? Like, for example, if you think that hell is a place where you go when you die, then I think you have to get your facts a little bit more straight. No offense, because hell and heaven is a state of mind. Yeah, sure, we do get to travel after this world. We get to travel our soul somewhere else, where we shift planets, we shift dimensions. And the only time when you are actually scared to die, that is when you do not have knowledge of self or the universe. So just imagine, if you knew where you were going, how would you live your life? If you knew exactly where you would go when you die, a happy place, how would you live your life? We are, we, how do I say this correctly? Certain religions are really pushing the fact that, you are going to hell if you don't do this. You are going to hell if you don't do that. But any religion that forces you to be scared, is it worth to have it in the back of your mind constantly to live life in fear? Or you want to live as a free soul with boundaries, though, don't get me wrong, with boundaries, but still know where you are going? Because life is about your state of mind. The way you think is how your life is. It's easy to say, oh, this happened to me because God wanted this to happen to me. That's really easy, don't you think? And I'm saying this because I have seen that in my environment, that people easily blame God for something that went wrong in their life, not knowing that they have to pay the consequence. They have to be responsible and take responsibility of what they have thought at that moment in time. So life is really simple if we overstand it, if we understand it, if we understand it. It is really simple. Anything in life can be simple. We as human beings tend to complicate things, which is totally not necessarily. Um, so, how do we make sure that we don't push the ego forward in our lives so that we are not being led by ego? Well, first we have to know that this world is led by ego constantly. So everything that's going around us, or the way our parents are, their characteristics, we adopt automatically. Um, we adopt the characteristics of nature. So we are influenced by what's going on in the world. And so if the world is pushing an agenda of self, hate, or a blank mind, not having knowledge of self, exposing, you know, certain graphical things to us, which is not true to our essence, it can harm our soul. So we have to protect our sacred energy. We have to protect ourselves from these energies trying to enter into our lives. And the only way to protect yourself is not just by prayer or meditation, but by thinking the right thoughts and putting those right thoughts in action. So imagine if everyone would pick up a book, if everyone would be aware of their actions, if everyone discovered how life is, what we are here for, and how we can put that in action and manifest, life will be pretty awesome. Life will be great. Life will be beautiful. Life will be as it is. Nothing could change, can change as it is. It is well, let it be. And it will be. So the only way to make sure that the next generation, our kids, and the generations that are coming next, to make sure that those generations are straight, they don't have to worry about anything, we have to pay with our mind, pay with our energy, pay with our time, our effort, to make this world a better place. If you think that you are put in this earth, you are created in this world to do nothing, absolutely nothing, to just live life and take advantage of what's going on in this life, nah, that's not how it works. You have to do something for it as a human being. You have to live your purpose. If you think that on this planet Earth, you have been put on this planet Earth to make money so you can pay your rent and that's it, no. That's not what life is about at all. Life is about helping others. Life is about helping yourself first in order to help others. So how are you going to help others if you do not know how life is yourself? Sure, you can give someone a lending ear. You can, help someone by forgiving them if they have miswronged you. If they have wronged you, you can help people, with your attention, your time. That's cool. That's okay. But the only way to help someone is to actually uplift thyself. I know you probably have seen memes, heard about it before, but seriously, life is simple. It's about knowing yourself. Try to in a day, to learn something new, whether it's a new language, whether it's a new way of walking, whether it's a new word, whether it's reading a book, picking up a book, whether it's a conversation with someone who elevates your mind, then you are on the right path of self-discovery, of infinite energy, and of knowing yourself more and better, and being the person you were meant to be in the first place. So, when you are living that life, you are uplifting your energy. You are a higher being. There's nothing and no way something can bring you down. And when you are actually ignoring the signs of your soul, because your soul knows what to do to heal itself. I don't know if you have seen that quote before. I know you probably have, but that is plain reality. That's real. That's really real. It is about, you know, finding ways to uplift yourself. And the mind and the brains, they connect. When you have the mind in order, the brain follows, and everything is in order, because after that, the body follows. So you have to align yourself with the truth. Align yourself with the essence of life. Make life as simple as you can. And life gives you what you give life. If you are feeling like, ugh, I don't want to do this, and wake up with a, like a blah feeling every day, then you are not being grateful of life. Some people don't even have the chance, zero whatsoever, to get up out of bed and do the activities, basic activities that you have the chance to do. So be grateful for life. You are not waking up with an illness. And if you are waking up with an illness, have faith that everything will be all right. As long as you use your mind, as long as you practice, what you need in life. And need is actually aligned with greed. We do not need anything in life, but we do need to pay rent to be in this life, to continue in this life, and to live an infinite life in the hereafter, and make sure that our energy continues to travel around, because we have been on this planet before. We have we have traveled around before. The people that you have in your life right now, you have met these people before in different times, different circumstances, different environments, but still it is you. If we would remember everything that happened before in our lifetimes, then we would not be able to live this life, because our heads will be full with rubbish. Not rubbish, but thoughts that are not serving us the purpose that we have right now. So, are you willing to let go of things that do not serve you today? Are you willing to pay to be living on this earth? Are you willing to schedule your time and plan your time in a way of knowing you have to pick up a book to know yourself more, and find books that are about knowledge of self? Don't get certain books mixed up. There are a lot of fantasy books out here. Put your both feet on the ground. In Holland they say, sta met je beide benen op de grond. Be really sober in life. It's really simple. Just find books about how to lift up your soul, what this universe is about, how the human body works, stuff like that, books like that. Don't get, dwell on too much on certain fantasy books, because life is real. Life is right now within this moment, and that's why we do not need to distract our kids from realness. Be honest with your kids from the get-go. Our kids get to watch cartoons in this society that we live in. These cartoons are based on the imaginary mind of a child. We do know that kids like to act upon a way of what they hear in their environment, and that's how they play. But kids behave in a way of what they see around them. So if our televisions are displaying cartoons that are making up things, then that's what a kid will grow up to think that is real and that is reality. But in fact, that is not reality. That's just a way of temporary taking their mind away, keeping their mind busy from what's going on in the real life. So try to even find cartoons where your kids are taught to uplift their energy. Knowledge cartoons, cartoons that are full of knowledge, knowledge of selves, knowledge of identity, etc. So that is really important. As far as for me, it's really important to teach my kids what I know. And I don't want my kids to grow up confused, thinking, what am I doing on this earth? When you grow up confused, you are more likely to abuse certain drugs, certain alcohols, be busy with excessive drugs, alcohols, processed type of foods, etc. So your whole mind, your whole soul, everything, your body will drop down to a lower type of energy, which is not correct. Your soul always needs to uplift themselves, and that is not by doing nothing. No, you need to work on you. That is actually work already. But since we live on this modern day, in this modern day lifestyle where we do need to work to keep a roof on our head, to keep food on our table, we do have to go to work, and people usually think that is the only work they have to do. That's that, keeping my house ready and clean, getting money, getting paper, cooking, doing this, shopping. That's already work. Now, at the end of the day, let me sit on the couch and watch this illusion called TV, and then I'll go to bed, and I'll do that till I die or till my 76. Where I go on pension and get paid. I don't have to work, but I'll do the same routines, the same activities, and then I'll die. And there is a heaven, there is a hell, and if I have wronged someone, I will go to hell. If I have done righteous things, I will go to heaven, and that's that. And khalas, that in Somali that means that's it. So that is not life though, and I know I tend to, when I get really passionate, I speak too much with my hands, which can be a distraction when I'm talking. I'm going to pay attention to that and make sure that I don't do that too much in my videos. But seriously though, life is not about that. You have to put in the same type of energy that you are putting in your daily job. There are two different lifestyles that we are living. That's the man-made concept, and that's the real life that our Creator has meant for us to do. And we cannot, as of times right now where we are living in right now, unless you are living in a hut somewhere, in the middle of nowhere, right now where we are living in the city life, the village life, whatever, where you have to adapt to this culture, to this state of living. We have to schedule our times wisely. So people tend to go out to the clubs or to somewhere else to have a talk to other people, which is okay, which is perfectly fine in a way of you need those social contacts, that bonds, that's healthy, and that's a way of growth. But if that is your escape from your life, then something in your life needs to be adjusted. So try to spend more time on you also. You matter. If you know yourself more, you can help others more. You can get closer to your life purpose. You can help your future kids, your kids. You can help the generations that are coming, and you can help nature. So take the time to get to know you. Take the time to get to know yourself. Read books. I really want to advise you to read books. Read books about getting to know yourself, and do that on a daily basis. You have to keep feeding your energy. You feed your body daily. Why not feed your mind daily? Your mind needs it. Don't starve your mind. Don't starve your soul. If you starve your soul and you only feed the body, then there comes a day where everything comes so, sorry, everything, feels like it's attacking you. You feel really imprisoned by your own soul because you are depressing the energy, the sacred energy. You are depressing the soul down. So be real with yourself. Schedule the time in to get to know yourself on a daily basis. And, be giving. Don't take so much. Don't take too much. Don't take at all. Don't take at all. Don't take too much. Try to give more than you take. Life is about giving freely. Giving, 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 giving. I cannot say it enough. Giving. So when you are aligned with the universe and you start giving, getting to know yourself more, that's when you are blocking the selfish, the ego, and you are uplifting the energy, uplifting yourself, whereby you shine that light, and the soul within you shines brightly, then nothing can touch you. No negative energy, no soul, nothing can escape from which is a greater purpose of yourself. Nothing can press that energy down. No, it's freely. Then it blooms like a flower. It's everywhere and it's contagious. So, ladies and gents, thank you for watching this video. I will see you in my next video, and I hope you have a great day, and I will see you later. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. If you would like to comment in the comment box, and I will see you later. Bye bye.